What's going on, Phoebe? You're looking really stressed.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed and I'm annoyed because that was an awful circle, probably one of my worst yet. And I've got grading coming up and I'm just getting worse and worse. And I just get in my head. And then when people are grabbing me, I just feel like I can't do the technique. I try and think about what it is, and then I get completely overwhelmed, and then I just hurt people, and I just know it's not good enough. And I know that if I do that on the grading day, they will just fail me. And so I'm just really stressed about it.
Let's just take a breath. Let's just take a breath. I can hear how stressed you are.
Yeah.
Just take a couple of breaths.
Okay.
Right down to your diaphragm. That's it. A bad circle isn't the end of the world, and it doesn't mean you can't do jitsu. Okay? And I can hear what you're saying of all that deterioration of I get stressed, so it goes downhill, so I get more stressed, and then I hurt people, and then before you know it, the world is ending and you failed your grading. And this is just one circle. Okay? So right now, how are you feeling in your body? What's your body feeling like?
I still feel tense, a bit better.
A bit trembly inside or just a bit tense?
Yeah, quite trembly. I don't know if it's just because I've got out the circle, but I know it's just one, but it happens quite a lot and I don't know how to stop it, from happening on the day, I guess, because I know I'll feel even worse on the day.
Yeah. And I think part of it is actually, putting in this practice, but actually practicing, working with some of this anxiety, because we all get it. Well, most of us get it. There's the odd bastard who doesn't. I probably shouldn't say that on the mat. Do push-ups later. But certainly we've been there, of those V's and those circles where you're just like, I am just a failure as a jitsuka. And you're not. You're a human. You're a human doing jitsu, and you're having a rubbish day. So tell me about the last time you did a circle that worked really well.
Well, last week when it was a bit more relaxed and less kind of grading-y, and it was a bit more of a technical circle, I'm better at that. Because my brain can think when I'm doing kind of technical or more relaxed circles.
Yeah. And some of this, so if it's a bit slower, the front of your brain works and you're like, I can do this. And what happens when you're thinking, I can do this?
My jitsu gets better.
Okay. What happens when you're thinking, I can't do this?
It gets rubbish.
Yes. And the hard thing is, circles will push you to the point that you can't do. We can always pile in more people than you can cope with. And part of it then is coping with not coping. Coping with that overwhelmed, everyone's coming in and it's all going to hell in the handbasket. What do you do? And that's, people will do that in gradings, and that's okay. Yeah. So what would it be like to think, you know what, even if I get this circle completely wrong, that's okay? What would that be like?
I think it might help on the day, because then I'm going to get something wrong. Everyone does. Yeah. So if I know that it's not going to mean that I fail, maybe that's a better way of looking at it.
Yeah. So we're going to start to build a bit of a plan of working with this anxiety and ways to think about it a bit differently, where having a bad circle, not the end of the world. Okay?
Yeah.
So a few breaths, jump back in, and we'll work on it. Yeah?
Great.
Fab.